totaling over $7 million. Now, that is a very good start. Now, most of you already know that my first system has over close to 1 million people, and we donated close to $1 billion, but we didn't get started this quickly. We are off to a flying start here in 50/50. So once again, 14,000 happy members in 50/50, 40,000 individual donations totaling over $7 million. Now here's the really cool part about this. And it's probably the best part. 100% of all those donations have gone to you and your team. No middleman taking a piece, no company holding on to your donations, and every donation is split 50/50 to help how many people? 2 people. You, if you did the inviting, and another person in your team. That, folks, is miraculous. We are the first and only 50/50 peer-to-peer crowdfunding system on the planet today. There are some copycats, but they've got so many holes within them, you might as well just call them Swiss cheese. This is the real deal. This is where you want to be, and I'm happy to be hosting this call right now. Now, what does peer-to-peer mean? It means that I give to you, you give to me, Ken gives to Sally, Sally gives to Mary. That's peer-to-peer, and that's what we do. Now, let me see. I got some notes here. I'm getting all wound up. As I said, there's no company. All of the donations immediately go to you and your team. And here's the thing. Here's the thing about peer-to-peer, right? There are a lot of crowdfunding companies out there, and there are even some great crowdfunding companies out there. Like you, beautiful. Love it. You've all heard of GoFundMe. You've heard of Kickstarter, Indiegogo, and who hasn't heard of Facebook? Facebook is even doing crowdfunding right now. And you know why? Because crowdfunding allows you to help everybody and anybody. It doesn't matter whether you're a business. It doesn't matter whether you are a not-for-profit. And it doesn't matter whether you are an individual. And here's the kicker, folks. You may not know this. 50% of all donations in the crowdfunding arena go for personal reasons. And let me tell you something else. It's not all because somebody broke their leg. I've seen a campaign in which somebody raised money successfully for a case of beer. So whatever you need funds for, you can use crowdfunding to do it. Now, here's the big thing about 50/50. In other crowdfunding platforms, people have to want to donate to your cause. So if I came to 500 of my friends and I said I wanted to raise $500,000 to pay off my mortgage, and I said to Ken, you're one of my 500 friends, so I want you to give me $1,000. In one of those other campaigns, Ken would say, what, have you lost your mind? I got my own stuff. I got my own bills. I got my own needs. But in 50/50, when I say I decided to raise funds to pay off my mortgage of $500,000, instead of me asking Ken for his help, I'm going to ask Ken if I can help him. That is the difference between what others do and what we have been doing successfully now for 16 years. 16 years we have been doing this successfully around the globe. And right now we're here to help you. That means if you need donations immediately because you have an urgent need, you have an urgent bill, you have an urgent desire to help somebody or something, you can do it immediately right now in 50/50. And by the way, folks, I'm Jack. I'm not hyped. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I just absolutely love doing what we're doing because every single day, every day, somebody calls me or sends me a text message or sends me an email or puts something up on Facebook about how 50/50 has touched their lives, how it's changed them, how they went from being in a desperate situation to now being able to help their friends. So if I sound jacked, if I sound hyped, I don't care because we are helping so many people and we are absolutely loving it. So, as I said, if you need 50/50, if you want to touch somebody's life, if you want to help yourself, whatever it is you need, we can do it, and we do it immediately. Now let's touch on a few developments. Ladies and gentlemen, when we started this week, I gave my programmers a list about this long. It had like 80 different things on it for them to do. And they've got most of those 80 things done. And not only have they got those 80 things done, I've also added to that list, so now it's really long. So obviously I can't talk about all of the things that we've done, but I want to talk about some of the few things that are really important. When you log into your back office, you're going to see some new changes. You're going to see some enhancements. You're going to say, oh, wow, look at that. You're going to say, oh, wow, look at that. You're going to see things that are just going to make you say, wow, they really are thinking about us, because we are. Now, here's the things that we've done to help to supersize your donations right now, and some of the really cool and important things. I'm just going to name a few. Like right now, for example, if you log into your site, you'll be able to toggle back and forth between 50/50 fast. And by the way, just so everybody is clear and understands, we have two systems. We got 50/50 fast, and 50/50 fast has a 25, a 50, and a $150 donation level. And you can get started wherever you want. You can get started at 25 or 25 and 50 or 25, 50 and 150 for a total of 225. Now, we also have 50/50 crowdfunding. Most of you that are on the line right now, that's the one you're most familiar with. That's where you got started. And then in that 50/50 crowdfunding, we've got a 250 donation level, 500, 1,000, 2,000, and a $4,000 donation level. And again, you can get started at 250 or 250 and 500 or 250, 500 and 1,000. If you want to get to those higher levels, then you've got to be in honor of the 50/50 crowdfunding by having your donations sent and marked received, and then the next higher level will open up. So now you can go from one to the other, back and forth with one login without having to log into one and then log into the other. And I've also, as I've seen that happen, I'm going to make it so you'll be able to just use one login instead of going to two sites. So it's something else we're doing right now, but we are moving in the right direction. And let me tell you, talking about that 25, that $50 donation level and the $150 donation level, we were sizzling hot. We were so hot, you could not touch us with a 10-foot pole. We were that hot. Now that we have that $25 level, that $50 level, and that we've always had the $150 level. And by the way, folks, in case you didn't know, we also already had the $25 level for the last, 18 months or something. It was called 50/50M. So we've had these levels for a long time, but now we've introduced them, and we really put them out there. And my gosh, am I ever glad we did? Sometimes you look at things and you say to yourself, well, it's going to be a lot of effort marking off, $12.50 donations. But here's the way I look at it, is we are now helping way more people. We are touching people in parts of the world that we wouldn't have thought of if we just stayed at that $250 donation level. Not only that, there are so many people here in North America and in the Western worlds that they can't get in at that $250 level. So when I said it was sizzling hot at $250, I don't even know the word to use about how fast things are growing right now that we've added the 25 and the 50. And again, remember, we are the world's first and only peer-to-peer crowdfunding system. That means that 25 is going to you. That 50 is going to you. That 150 is going to you. And it's going to your teammates. It is totally awesome, and it has opened up the world. Now, actually, before I start getting into some of the benefits of having those different levels, let me just talk about a couple of things. As I said, I made some points here. So many people were buying tokens for the 50/50 crowdfunding. You can now buy tokens for 50/50 fast in your back office as well, the $19 tokens. That gives you hosting for 6 months. You can now get those in your back office. And let me tell you about, if you are a leader in 50/50, a true leader, and you want to help your team, you want to really bring blessings to people around the world, and you want to do it fast, get some tokens, whether it's 5 tokens or 10 tokens or whatever it is, because I can tell you, every day I find somebody that I want to help, that I want to touch in 50/50. And here's what I do. And I don't recommend that you do it, but this is what I do, is I actually give them a token so that they don't have to pay that setup fee. I do ask that they send off their donations, but at least I give them a token. And the reason why I ask that they send off their donations is because, as they say, if you don't have any skin in the game, you got nothing in there. You got no reason to want to do something. You got no reason to want to log into that back office. You got no reason to want to talk to your friends. So I make sure that they send off that first donation themselves. Sometimes I mark, 5, 6, 7 donations that they're supposed to send to me off, because I'm really, truly wanting to help them. So those are the type of things that I do. I give people, and sometimes it's strangers. It's not just people I know, because I'm already helping all the people I know. But sometimes it's strangers. Sometimes it's somebody in need. Sometimes you walk through a shopping mall, for example, and you see people hustling their butt off. Selling shoes, doing things to try and make that Christmas a little bit better for those they care about. I give them a gift. I help get them started in 50/50 crowdfunding. And you know what? Again, it goes back to all of the people that share those warm wishes, the thanks. It's just an awesome, awesome feeling. So get those tokens. Make sure you have them available. And they're especially available, important for people that don't have a credit card. And many people don't have a credit card. So it's important to have those tokens. And sometimes the credit cards don't go through. We use international credit card processing. And depending on the country you're coming from, sometimes your bank says, hey, look at that. That's coming from a country I'm familiar with. So I need you to call me and tell me that transaction should go through. So, sometimes there's some problems with that. So having tokens is an awesome, awesome way to make sure you can help get your team started, and they make a great Christmas gift. Now, I talked about Sales Pages Pro last week. Awesome. They are done. They're finally done. It's ready. You can't see it yet. You will see it at the very latest by Tuesday. I gave my programmers 80 things to do at the start of the week. I had like 752 things to do. So part of that Sales Pages Pro process is I got to go through and vet it and make sure that it's all got the right words on there. So it's up. It's ready to go. It's totally awesome. So now in 50/50, if you have somebody that was affected by autism and you want to help them, you can now use our 50/50 Sales Pages Pro to profile and show how you are supporting autism. It could be cancer. It could be your church. It could be a community. Or it could be something for you. Maybe you want a big, big boat. Having a big, big boat is an awesome thing too. It is Christmas, by the way. So whatever your cause is, whatever your want is, whatever your desire is, you'll be able to now display it using Sales Pages Pro. It's really awesome. Everything is customizable. Put your own logo in there. Put your own words in there. Put your own pictures in there. Put your own video in there. Totally awesome. You're going to love it. And every time someone comes to your site, they put their name in there. It ends up in your back office, either your 50/50 Fast or your 50/50 crowdfunding back office. It's totally awesome. I can't wait for you guys to get your hands on it. Try it, use it. And by the way, if I can do it, anybody can do it, because I may have a couple of tech companies, but I don't know tech. So if I can build a 50/50 Sales Pages Pro and make it look awesome, and I have made some really cool ones, you can do it as well. Now, we also added several display features back there and the ability for better tracking of your donations. And we've got several new rules that we put back there, which are really awesome because 99.99999% of the people that join us here in 50/50 love it. They don't want to do anything except make it brighter, happier, and more rewarding for everybody else. But for that 0.0001% that think otherwise, well, they can't game the system anymore. So we put some rules in there to make sure that everything is running the way that it should run. Now, I have to bring this up. I brought it up on the last call, but I need to bring it up once again because it is such an important piece of what we're doing. To date, more than 97.5% of all donations that were supposed to be sent were sent and marked received. But there are a few, and it's usually from the same, if you look at the lineage, it's the same people all the way up. But there are a few, and they don't get, they say they're not going to send them. They think that they can join 50-50, spend that $29 and join 50-50 and just sit back and collect donations. Well, it doesn't work like that. Ken will tell you, everybody will tell you, John will tell you, Francis will tell you, Sally will tell you, boom, they're out of there, right? We get rid of them, right? They cannot participate in 50-50. Now, here's the bad thing. That's actually not even a bad thing. It's not a bad, it's a great thing because you're psychopaths. So here's the thing. So some people say, oh my gosh, I only got 5 donations instead of 6. So here's what I have to ask you right now. If you got 5 donations instead of 6, have you won? Yes, you're still ahead. So even if you get 5 donations on a particular cycle, so what? You move on to the next one. A brand new wheelhouse opens up with 6 more positions for you to receive again. You have lost nothing. Nothing at all. If somebody doesn't send you a donation, listen closely, people, because this is for you. Please do not let somebody else with nefarious things on their mind, with unreasonable intentions, spoil your dreams. This is your dream. This is your 50-50. This is your opportunity to go from where you are right now today to where you want to be tomorrow. Think about it. Think hard and clear because I answer this question over and over again. If you have a particular wheelhouse and you have received 6 donations, if you've received 5 donations instead of 6, even if you received 4 donations instead of 6, you are a huge winner. So please, don't let anybody spoil your dreams, whatever those dreams are. And I know that you have dreams. I know you have something that you want 50-50 to do for you. I talk to people every day. I hear about the dreams they had when they were 10. I hear about the dreams they had when they were 20. I hear about how work got in the way, life got in the way, children got in the way. Well, guess what? 50-50 is going to put those aside and allow you to pursue the things that make you happy, the things that make your family happy, the things that make your community happy, the things that make the world sing. So don't let anybody spoil your dreams. This is your 50-50, and we are making it work for you. Now, let's see what else we got to talk about here. All right, supersizing your donations. All right, so as I was talking about earlier, we got the 25, we got the 50, and we got the $150 donation level. And we just launched those. I guess it's maybe a week. It's maybe a week. It's been crazy. I'm going to get some sleep before Christmas. I promise my daughter I'm going to get some sleep before Christmas. She doesn't believe it. But anyway, so we got this 25, we got this 50, we got this 150. It's going nuts. So here's what I recommend to everybody here, right? It's not about getting in at the top. It's about getting in where you fit in. And here's what I'm going to tell you right now. We have been around for 16 years. We are going to be around for another 16 years, another 30 years. When we are dust, we will still be sending and receiving donations using 50-50. So Don't spend your telephone bill money to get in 50-50. Don't spend your rent to get into 50-50. Don't spend your Christmas money to get into 50-50. Get in where you fit in without no stress. Because here's what can happen. And so many people have had this happen. Somebody gets in started on the level that they fit in. Whether it's a 25, whether it's a 25 and the 50, whether it's a 250, and they move up when they are comfortable. So check this out. You can start on the 25. You can start on the 25 and the 50. And before too long, it happened for one woman and many other women, but there's one woman that comes to mind. It happened to her in 1 week. We didn't have the lower levels, but we had the 250. She got in the 250. The next day, she got in the 250 and the 500. The next day, she got into the 1,000, then the 2,000, then the 4,000. And guess what? She got there because the system works. And because she worked, she shared it with a few friends. A few friends shared it with their friends. And within a week, she now was receiving donations on the 25. On the 250, on the 500, on the 1,000, on the 2,000, on the 4,000, and guess what? All simultaneously. And now that we've got the 25 and the 50, again, and the 150, if you can only start at the 25, start there. Get started and move up, and move up, and move up, and move up. And guess what else? Those same people that joined you on wherever you got started, maybe it's 25 and the 50, wherever you got started, they're probably experiencing the same successes you are. Because all we do in 50-50 is we give, we share, and we receive. It's universal laws. So those same people, whether it's 2 people, whether it's 10 people, or whether it's 30 people, they will move with you. And you will move with your team. Again, folks, we are the first and only true peer-to-peer crowdfunding system on the planet. We are the only system on the planet that has the Mobius loop. That Mobius loop, it separates us from virtually everything else on the planet. It means you always stay with your team always stays with you. There's no boards. There's no splits. You always stay with your team. So in those other systems, it fills up. Half your team goes this way, half your team goes that way. One's in Florida, one's in Montreal, and you're saying, where did you guys go? That doesn't happen in 50-50. It stays together. Now, here's something else I have to say. I could talk forever, but I'm gonna wrap this up pretty soon. But here's something else I need to say, is that where I say get in where you fit in? If you've only got $25 to get started right now, get started. And let's say that you called up Ken, and Ken says, David, you know what? This is an awesome, awesome platform, but I'm getting in the 25, I'm getting in the 50, I'm getting in the 120, 150, I'm getting in the 250, I'm getting in the 500. Now, in most other systems, you're crying. It's like, oh my God. I got to now go and mortgage my house so that I can keep up with Ken. But in 50-50, you don't have to do that. You have zero stress. Because in 50-50, when somebody moves to a higher level or even a lower level before you, when you get there, them and their entire team will cycle back in under you. So I'm actually encouraging Ken to get in where he fits in, even if it's a higher level than me, because when I move up from that 50, Ken's going to follow me. When I move up into that 250, Ken's going to follow me. So don't stress about anything at all in 50-50. Just get in where you fit in, give, share, and receive. Now let's see what else what other notes I made here. Supersize your donations. 50-50, I see we're moving fast, okay. Oh yeah, and something else that's really important, you probably already know this, this actually freaks me out. It freaks me right out. So we're gonna talk, so let's say you got in at that $25 level, right? So you get in at the $25 level because that's where you fit in. then you have to take that 25 out of pocket. Then you cycle on that 25. You move up into the 50. That's not out of pocket. Now you're in the 25 and the 50. And then you move up into the 150. And before you know it, that single $25 donation has propelled you so that you're on all, how many levels we got? 8 levels. On all 8 levels in 50/50, and you now have $7,975 working for you, receiving donations simultaneously on all those levels, and you started with 25. Do you have to do that? Does somebody force you to do that? No. You go where you want to go. But the beauty is that you get to go there. Now think about that. So in the original system that started in 2002, that person that gave a donation of $100, we have new levels now, but that person who gave a donation of $100, they are still receiving today because of that original donation. So when you get on all the levels that 50/50 has to offer, it could be any minute, it could be any second, any minute of any day of these 365 days of the year that you could receive a donation in the 25, that you could receive a donation in the 1,000, that you could receive a donation in the 4,000. You can receive donations multiple times a day, multiple times from multiple levels, from all the levels you're in. So whatever it is that you want, however fast you want to get to your funding goals, let 50/50 help you. And it will. And sometimes, people say, oh, look at that, it slowed down. No, it's just taking a little bit of a nap. All of a sudden, people say, well, I didn't, they received 30 donations in the first 2 days, and then they say, oh, look, it's day 3, I didn't get anything. Day 4, I didn't get anything. It's over. No, it's not over. That's the beauty of this system. When you least expect it, you can get a donation from any of the levels that you're on at any given moment. Now, for those of you who think that it's too late, it's 2 months, I've missed the wave. Folks, this here is a juggernaut. And for those of you that don't know what a juggernaut is an unstoppable force. Remember, we've only got 14,000 people. My first system has 1 million people. We won't even reach a saturation point until we get to 889 million people. 889 million people. It is never, ever too late. Because in 50/50, all we do is give, share, and receive. 2 people, 1 person, 3 people, 10 people. You don't need a whole mass of people. There are people in 50/50 that are receiving donations in every level, every single day, because they invited 2 people. There are people in 50/50 who are receiving donations in every single level, every single day, because they invited 2 people, and only one of them is actually doing anything. So, 50/50 is here for you right now. If you need money for anything or everything, get started here in 50/50.
Hey, David, we've got some guys, if you have some more to share, but after you're done sharing, we've got a couple of questions in the chat. I can read them to you, and you can answer them.
All right, I was going to tell you about the need for money, but we'll leave. I'll keep that short, all right?
Let me tell you
something that's really important that I want to tell you, folks.
You touched on something.
That money is not about greed, it is about need. If you want a bottle of water, you need money. You want clothes on your back, you need money. You want a roof over your head, you need money. You need shelter, you need money. So money is not about greed, it is about need, and 50/50 will be your transportation to get all that you want. Now, I'm going to say one other thing, and then I'm going to pass it back over to you. A couple of days ago on one of these calls, somebody called me the people's preacher. And my gosh, I feel like I'm preaching right now, so let it stick. So it's back to you.
Talk to us, brother. Well, you said something earlier that is very, very powerful. For us that have worked in this industry for any length of time, we've been introduced to companies that if you don't come in at a certain level at the time you come in, everybody that comes below you that comes in at a higher level, you miss all those commissions. And the reason why is because the company is profiting from that.
Right.
Where in 50-50, the owner of the company, some awesome gentleman by the name of David Rosen, doesn't accept a single penny.
Right.
Doesn't profit a single penny from any of the donations. It's 100% goes back in the field, and therefore the greed issue is taken away.
Right.
It's amazing. This is
if
you come in at the 250 level and you have somebody come in at a higher level, as soon as you cycle up, you're going to catch those those donations. Yeah, you're going to catch those donations, and that's phenomenal. That is phenomenal. Always shied away from any company that has made a person come in at a highest level to receive all those commissions, because I felt that's a greed factor that's not healthy.
Right. Yeah. And just in case you missed it, folks, you heard Kenny say 100% of all the donations go to you and your team. I, as the creator of 50-50, get nothing. The only thing that I get is that I help other people. So I'm helping other people just like you. And there's many people that are receiving more donations than I am right now.
Well, we've got a gentleman on the call. Now, I know the answer to this. I just would like to have you answer it. He said when somebody moves up to the $500 the 500 donation level and beyond, are they required to personally recruit new people at each new level, 2 new people at each new level?
Yeah, and that's because we want drivers, not passengers, right? So if you're on the $25 and the $50 donation level, and you invited 2 people on that 25 level, and you cycle, you'll get re-entered. If you haven't invited anybody on the 50 level, but you cycle because of team support, or as most people call it, spillover, you won't get re-entered until you've helped 2 people on that level. So it's the same thing on the 500. If you don't have 2 people on a particular donation level, you don't get re-entered until you have them.
Well, one of the things that you explained on another call that I thought was real powerful, if you just help your 2, find 2, and then help those 4 find 2, you've cycled and you helped your 2 cycle, and you guys all move up together. So you really don't have to invite more than 2 people if you help your people cycle. You help your people cycle, everybody's going to move up together, and you really, if you start at the $25 level or you start at the $250 level, that's really all that comes out of your own pocket, because all of the donations that are coming in bring in enough to go to the next level. So you're at the top level, and at that point,
check this out, Kenny, because this is just so powerful. No matter where you started, if it's at the 25 or whatever it might be, no matter where you started, ultimately, if you choose to, only if you choose to, you can be at that top level. Now, and as you said, which is so powerful, the same 2 people can propel you to that higher level. And the same, if 2 people get 2 people, who get 2 people, who get 2 people just once, and let's say miraculously that happened, in which I got my 2 people today, they got their 2 people tomorrow, and so on and so forth. If that happened, and it continued to happen, I only got my 2 people today, and you only got your 2 people tomorrow, but if that trend continued, you would cycle every 2 days from now until forever. And you would go through all of those levels, and every 2 days you'd be cycling because of your 2 people. Wow. That's awesome. Now, that's about $25,000 a month in donations if you only cycle once a month on all those levels. And remember, you can get started on that $25 level. So it's just an awesome, awesome system for everybody to make a huge difference in their lives.
So let's say, and I've got a gentleman on my team that was really blessed. He's on the call right now, but he came in and he's not a big recruiter, but he completely cycled from spillover. and he went up to the next level. He came in at the 250 level. So once he brings in 2 people, he's fully open for the next cycle. What happens in between?
Yeah, that's a great question. So, this system has been built over 16 years, which means we've had a chance to perfect everything that can be perfected. So let's say that you invited me and I didn't invite any, but because of your efforts, because you know so many people, I received 6 donations and my wheelhouse filled up. So now I decide I'm going to invite my people. The first person that I invite is going to land in your wheelhouse. And that's fine by me because I've already received 6 donations. And that person will cycle back in under me.
Okay, so the first person will go into the sponsors.
Correct. The inviter's wheelhouse, right? Now, here's the beautiful thing, right? So the second person I invite puts me back in and automatically places that second person below me. So I've already got a donation as soon as I get back in.
And when he cycles, the other guy cycles that went under me, that guy now goes
back in under me.
Ooh, see that?
Ooh. And not only that person, but let's say the person invited 18 people.
Right.
And those 18 people are coming back in under me.
Awesome. Okay, let me go ahead. Why don't you go ahead and share? I've got some people texting me right now. I think they have some questions. So
I see this chat bar going on. It's going on so fast I can't.
I know, I can't. The chat bar, you guys are awesome. I'm telling you, I'm reading. I'll go, I can't keep up. But just reading them.
We need Francis on here.
Yeah, Francis is here. Let me see here.
During this call, I'm receiving donation. Wow.
And I think you explained that a little bit earlier about the new page system that's coming up. The first question was, are the causes that people are raising money for going to be seen?
Yes, 100%. You get, the whole thing is all customizable, from the logo to the pictures to the video to every single word. So yeah, it's customizable. You're going to love it.
When will the phone app be released?
Phone app? What phone app?
I don't know. It works pretty good on my phone.
Oh, that phone app, yeah. Yeah, we're working on it right now. I got so many things going on, it's really, and by the way,
this next one's a good question. And it's how do we report people who decide not to be honorable? But I've got a team in Asia that's growing. It is exploding, and I cannot believe it. They're sending me pictures of rooms. I'm like, oh, and you never know, who you talk to is going to run with this. I just so happened to talk to a guy I met when I was in LA. He was from Asia, went right over there, took a few days to start getting going, and then, man, when he went, we are in Singapore, Hong Kong, China, Taiwan. It's going crazy.
India's lighting it right up, too.
But these guys, some of them aren't understanding the translation. I know we're changing that. That's all going to be work that these guys are actually going to be doing some of the translation. But some of them are hitting the donation buttons. It's not that they're being dishonorable.
They won't do it anymore.
They don't understand.
Yeah, it's one of the. There's a big red X on it right now. So it really. Okay. So we're getting less and less of them right now. Now,
those are being dishonorable. They have buyer's remorse, so to speak. Buyer's remorse. They come in and then they go, "What did I do?"
Right.
Fear control their future.
Right.
Okay. Instead of walking and believing that this thing will work, they start letting fear. What do we do with those people?
Okay. So here's the really cool thing, right? So we are the ones that are policing our system, right? Like if somebody says, "I'm just not going to send it," I just want them to get in. They get turfed right away, right? As you just said, we're in Malaysia, we're in Singapore, we're in China, we're in Taiwan, we're in India, we're in Pakistan, we're in Haiti, we're in Nigeria, we're all over the world, right? So some people have they don't understand exactly what's happening. So there has been a little bit of a delay with some of the donations, but then all of a sudden when they understand what's going on, they send their donations and boom, everything's now operating smooth. We had a couple of situations with a couple of big groups in India, and they're used to other systems. They think they got a week. So a couple of people got suspended. They realized, we don't have a week, and now the entire system is running smoothly now. It's just a translation thing, so they have to understand how it works, and then everything smooths itself out.
And word spreads fast when you get suspended.
What's that?
Word spreads fast when you get suspended.
And by the way, when somebody gets suspended, it doesn't mean that they're out forever. It means until their donations are sent, then they come back in.
And that's awesome.
And they send them pretty quick too.
Yeah. And, on that note, you had mentioned all the different countries. We've got about 460 people on the call right now.
Oh, yeah, so we do. Wow.
Yeah, very, very powerful.
Yeah.
Your camera's going in and out a little bit. I think it's okay now. I've got, just let me take a look here. Okay. All right.
By the way, have you noticed I got my Christmas colors up?
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You notice I've got my little manger in church behind me? Well,
Yes.
Yeah. My kids cut out the top of an elf hat and put it on my cat. He turned his elf hat into. So let me see if I can find any more. Do you want to share? There's a bunch of questions here, but I want to get to some of them that are really, they're all important, but some of the better questions. So do you have anything you want to share while I'm looking up?
No, you take your time, and I'm looking at the time right now. We got 8:45, so we've only got about 10 more minutes to give everybody a chance to get back in, to get ready for their next call.
I got Kenny Williams on here said awesome.
What's that?
Kenny Williams said awesome.
Okay, and Kenny Williams is awesome too.
I know. I was just going to say those guys are just beasts. They have just set such a great example and blazed a trail for the rest of us.
And by the way, I do want to say something right now, right? Ladies and gentlemen, you see us. You see Kenny and I right now. We're jovial. We're smiling. We're really enjoying presenting this to you. I'm not going to mention any names, but there are some of our teammates that are going through some stuff right now with their parents, with some family members and stuff like that, and it's not going so well for them. 50-50 is going well for them, but they're experiencing some grief. So for all the people that are going through grief right now, and, it's many, where you are today and the things that you're going through today doesn't mean that you're going to go through those things tomorrow. And some people are suffering financially, and they're coming out of it. Some people are suffering because of family loss and family illness. It wasn't that long ago that I was sleeping in cars, and I didn't have enough money to take care of, my family, my daughter. So for all of those people that are going through some type of unpleasantness right now, here's what I can tell you. Is that we here in 50-50, this is your 50-50 family. We're here to help, support, guide, lead, have a shoulder to lean on. So if you're going through something right now, our hearts go out to you, and we are here for you. And know that as long as you have hope, even if hope's your last asset, you still got game. And we'll help you get to that next level. Anyways, Kenny, go ahead.
We've got a question from Linda, and I can go ahead and answer this one for you. She says, I keep asking this question on calls, but I haven't gotten the answer yet. Where do I tell someone where to sign up for the 50-50 fast? And if you go to 5050fast.com and you go to log in, Linda, you have a page already set up there. And on that page is your affiliate link. On the home page, you'll see your affiliate link right there. You just copy that affiliate link, and you can send that to anybody you would like to that's interested in signing up.
Well, actually, let's back it up just a little bit, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
So, I believe there's a link in your. No, there's not a link in your 50-50 CF back office. I'm going to put a link back there. So you go to 50-50 Fast, and you use the exact same email address and password that you use in 50/50 CF. You go to member login. When you log in, it's going to take you to the 50/50 Fast back office. At that point, it's going to ask you to pay the $19 and choose the level or levels that you wish to participate in. That's how you get started. So once again, it's a really simple process. You go to 50/50 Fast, you use your email address and your username, your email address and your password that you used in 50/50 CF to get in. Vice versa, if you are in 50/50 Fast, I believe there's a link in your back office that you can click on. And if you don't see that link, you can go to 50/50 CF. Again, go to member login, use the email address and password to get in to 50/50 CF. It'll ask you to pay the $29 administration fee and to choose your level. So just go to either or, log in with your username and password, and that'll get you started. Or if you're in both of them, just, get busy with it.
Well, and we had somebody else on the call saying, well, why can't we merge? Why do we have to do this? They wrote it in the chat. Now, first of all, let me just address that before you do. It's $19 for every 6 months. Come on. For using this platform that you have the ability to raise a tremendous amount of donations for any cause that you want. That's the 50/50 Fast. The other one is $29 for 50/50 crowdfunding every 6 months. Come on.
But here's the more important reason, because there's actually a more important reason.
Yeah, but I was going to let you do that. But that one thing,
right,
when
cool.
you complain, and I see that, it's like, come on, guys, get over that. Come on, please.
Yeah, what is it, like $1.50 a day or something?
But
your own crowdfunding platform.
Because they wanted to merge. There's been other people that says, well, why can't we get the two to merge? Can you share that?
Yeah, 100%. And the reason why we don't merge them is that not everybody wants to be in that $25, $50, or $150 donation level. If we merge them, then everybody's got to start at those lower levels. Some people just want to help people get started at those lower levels, but they don't want to be in them. So if we merge them, they have to then we have to start all the way through. By not merging them, it means you can get started at those higher donation levels and raise your funds and get to your goals faster. So that's why we don't have them together. And by the way, folks, this is part of the process of what these 16 years worth of experience has given us. In the original system, we have 3 different systems. And each of the 3 different systems has 3 different levels in an ascending order. So we're doing it through experience. This is what experience has taught us.
Awesome. There's another question here. What's the youngest person to join?
You know what? It's a great question. For me, if they're still in the womb, I think that you should set them up with their own trust account, right? But I don't know the answer to it. So what I recommend is that whatever jurisdiction you're in, if you're in Texas, you're in Tokyo, you're in Toronto, you're in Timbuktu, you're in Tahiti, whatever jurisdiction you're in, get some advice from either your accountant or look at the government laws as they pertain to a business. Because this, 50/50 crowdfunding really is a business.
It's a for-profit crowdfunding program.
Right, exactly. And by the way, and speaking of it being a business, you may have to pay taxes depending on depending on what you're raising the funds for. If you're a not-for-profit, if you're a church, yeah, you can give out tax receipts. You don't have to pay taxes on that. But if you're raising funds because you want a big boat, yeah, you're going to have to pay taxes on that. And at the same time, you have options. You can incorporate, and that's for another call because we're getting short on time. I can talk all night. I don't have another call at 9 o'clock.
Well, don't worry about that. The people that are coming on 9, I know they'd love to hear from you as well. So,
all right. Are we using the same bridge as well?
I'm sorry?
Are we using the same bridge?
Yes.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, so we're here. Got another question, and you did answer about the first platform. They just wanted to know when this platform started.
This platform.
I know the answer to that. So
Yeah, I know. And it's really crazy, right? So this platform I actually built a year and a half ago. It was sitting there collecting dust. And then, as you know, we got a phone call in the first week of October. They said, David, I invited some people to, I tried to build my own system. I invited some people. It crashed and burned. It's not working very well. Can you help? I said, well, I got this thing sitting over here doing nothing right now because I was building something else. And I heard silence, right? Because they loved it. And that's why we got 50-50 going right now.
Awesome. But it started October 4th.
In October. First week of October, yeah.
Okay. I just want to share, we've got 460 people on the call, and we've getting a lot of questions in the chat room. I'm in the questions where people are sending actual questions into the actual questions where they're sending, I don't know how, there's two different things. If we're not answering your questions, please don't get upset. We're not doing it on purpose. We're not ignoring you. We love to answer everybody's questions, but there's just not enough time to do that. And as the hosts of the call, we can't look at every question and try to ask David to answer them all. Because
and by the way, the stuff's going so quickly through there. I don't know how
I know.
really able to keep up. Like, I mean, it's zoom.
Somebody's sending us a question in a different way. I'm reading those questions.
I know, exactly, right? So, but let me say this, ladies and gentlemen. Here's what I can tell you is that there is no question that is too small. And at some point in time, we will answer all of your questions because we know exactly what we're doing. So we want you to know the answer to everything. We are setting up a new knowledge base that is going to be jam-packed with virtually all your questions and all your answers. So be patient as we keep building this out because almost every question that you have, we're going to put into our knowledge base so that you can get it answered. So as Kenny just said right now, this thing, like in the few seconds I'm talking, boom, 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 another chat, right? So can't keep up with it. We do care about you. We do appreciate you, and we love your questions. And I can tell you right now, we're going to get them answered sooner or later.
Yes. We're going to be doing these every Sunday night at 8 p.m. with David. He has been so gracious to commit to that. And, we just appreciate you, brother. We appreciate what you've done here. I want to encourage everybody on the call, too. Don't let fear and some of the negative things you see online stop you from achieving your dreams and goals. This program is solid. It's strong. We've got open transparency with the creator of this system. Just run. And we do three things here. We give, we share, and we receive. If you haven't been to Google 5050.com, there's a great...
Actually, that's not one of ours, so you don't want to send anybody there.
Okay, well, it's a generic one, but that's... Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. Okay. We could talk about that. But, it's just a... you can go find them on YouTube. There's great short videos. I know that...
when was the last time you were on YouTube? Isn't that crazy?
It is crazy. It's nuts.
You can scroll for 3 days.
Not be a sponsor. Just go right up. We've got great links you can get. Just keep going higher and higher. If your sponsor isn't service, giving you help, you can find somebody in here. We will help you. We love to help people. And I want to talk to you later about 50/50, the other one I mentioned, because I created that. It's generic.
I see, okay.
Yeah, I created that one. It's completely generic. There's nothing on there that could lead them. YouTube has changed their policy recently. It used to be where you can opt out of any videos, and there's only 2 videos on there. So I'm probably going to create another YouTube page.
Let's do it together, because we'll do it together. We really need to shorten that video. You've already shortened one of the videos.
Yeah, I sent you one 4.5 minutes, and I redid it, and it came out perfect. So one, if that one I could put up there, we could talk. You can.
I'm going to put that one on the site as well. So yeah.
Did you put it up on the site already?
Not yet, but I'm going to, because it says the exact same thing, but in half the time.
Yeah. So
I just like hearing myself talk, right?
well, we got an opportunity call coming here in less than a
30
minute.
seconds.
Yeah, so, if you want to stay on, everybody's here. We're just going to be...
You know what? I'm going to bow out and let you do the opportunity call. But
okay.
I just want to say to everybody that's on the call right now, that listened, that contributed your questions, we are going to get to them. And I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart, because what everybody is doing right now is helping everybody to live better. And that was my challenge that I gave to myself in creating these systems. It wasn't to help me live better, because, as I said, in 2001, I was sleeping in cars. By 2003, I was a multimillionaire. And it's because of this system. So now it's all about you. It's about helping you get to where you want to be. So believe in the system. Listen to guys like Kenny. Listen to people like Francis and John and Sally and Mary and listen to your heart. Because 50-50 works. It will work for you if you work for it. God bless. Thank you, Kenny. I'm turning it all over to you now.
All right. God bless you. My family calls me Kenny.
Sorry.
No, they all do.
Sometimes I call my mom by the wrong name.
No, I'm saying my family and close friends call me Kenny.
All right, man. Thank you.
It's awesome. God bless you, my friend.
Now, I wonder if I leave this meeting, if it's going to close it down. So I think I'll just turn my.
I don't know if you will. I came in as a host as well, so.
That's all right. I'm just gonna stop my video and turn off my sound.
Okay, great.
All right. Good night.
Good night. All right, everybody. Let me go ahead and share the screen here. Let me see if we can do that. Do a new share. There we go. All right. All right, everybody. Welcome to the call. This is 50-50 crowdfunding. I'm sorry, I'm multitasking here. And my name is Ken Chick. I'm down in Naples, Florida. I came on board October 25th. And I can tell you right now, when I first came on board, I was definitely skeptical. I told my sponsor, Michael O'Brien, I said, brother, I humbly bowed out. He had a couple of other guys on the call. When they called me, there were 3 guys that I love and respect, but I said, no, thank you. Well, Michael sent me a couple of videos that I watched, and as I watched them and I began to, see David Rosen's history, I began to ask myself a simple question. Well, why wouldn't I do this? And so I came on board. They probably called me on October 23rd, and I came in on October 25th. I'm not a huge recruiter. I think I've only recruited 7 people, and most of them have not done anything. But the ones that have, my team's exploding, and I mean it is exploding. And I can tell you, you have no. Now, am I going to stay at 7? Definitely not. I'm the kind of person, probably a lot like everybody on the call. Not everybody, because there's some guys on this call that are absolutely hitting it out of the park. They understood what they had in their hands immediately and ran like Seabiscuit and didn't stop running. For a lot of us, we have to go at our own pace. And I'm going to tell you right now, don't let fear and doubt stop you. Do your due diligence and begin to share this. The more people you share it with, the faster this thing will take off for you. Now, I've got to go in here real quick. We've got about 400 people on the call. We're going to show a quick video here, but I'd like to just see who's on the call because I'd like to bring a couple people in to share. I don't know if John was able to get on the call. John told me he couldn't get in through that link, and it's probably because he has to clear his cache. I think it's called cache or cache, however you pronounce it. And let me see if John's here. He did not make it on the call, not yet. But we got Kenny Williams. I would love to bring Kenny in right now. I'm going to do that. Kenny, if you could come in and just share what you've experienced. This thing's moving so fast, it's hard for me to catch you right there. I think I got you. Nope, got the wrong person. Okay, wait a second here. I got to catch you real quick because this thing is, people are coming in and out real quick. So 1 second, guys. Just be patient with me. There we go. All right, Kenny. There you go, brother. Hey, I so appreciate you and Francis. You guys are awesome. Let me just share real quick. If you guys haven't met Kenny and Francis Williams, they have really set a standard and blazed the trail for the rest of us. They showed us what's possible. These guys have brought in over 50 people in about a 6-week period, and the amount of donations that they are receiving right now because of the hard work that they did at the very beginning is unbelievable. So, Kenny, can you just share with us how you did that, what you did to when you were sharing this, and how this all came together for you?
Absolutely, man. I appreciate you having me on the call. I was kind of signed-winded here. I got my mom here. We've had a few drinks, but hey, I'm good to go. Anyway, by the way, we're over 60 people right now, personally sponsoring the company. And I can tell you, guys, all I've done is send out that short video and with the text beforehand saying, hey, if I sent you a short video, would you watch it? If they watch it, I send it to them with a follow-up call within 15 minutes. If they don't answer, I don't send it. I'll tell you one thing, that new platform that's out right now, the 25, 50, and 150, Francis pulled the trigger on that last week, said, hey, you know what, why not? And I said, go ahead, honey. Pull the trigger on that there. And within the first 72 hours, we received over 100 donations. 100 donations, guys. So if you're thinking, hey, I'm on the 250 to 500 or wherever you're at there, jump down on that board over there. It's $19 for 6 months, I believe. And for everybody's got $25, and let them work their way up to the 25, the 50, the 150, and then jump on the bigger boards, where the money's a whole lot more and consistent. But we're excited. My wife's on this call every day with me, and we couldn't say enough about everybody. Thanks everybody also for jumping on board with us here. We all know we're going to have a great Christmas, a happy New Year, and all that good stuff.
Awesome, brother. Well, listen, I'm going to have to edit this. This is a 22-minute video, but you'll see it's got the old room on it right here. I'm going to play the 4.5-minute video that we were just talking about, David and I. And then after that, we're going to bring in a couple more people, and we're going to call it a night. I want to encourage you, though, if you're seeing this for the first time, you definitely want to do your due diligence. Once you are settled in your heart, jump on board and start sharing this with your closest friends. We all have actually 2 people that will follow us no matter what we do. And this one here is so powerful. We can't encourage you enough. We cannot encourage you enough. You've got to go. If you feel strong about it, you feel good about it in your heart, run with it. So we're going to go ahead and watch this video, and then we're going to come right back in.
And if you can, let's roll the tape.
Let's roll it.
If you want hundreds or even thousands of dollars immediately delivered to your bank account or front door right now, then please join 50/50 Crowdfunding to raise all the funds you need and want for any purpose. 50/50 Crowdfunding is the world's first peer-to-peer, fully automated, cooperative crowdfunding system, where you always receive 50%. 50/50 is the first system that rewards both the giver and receiver. And just $29 gets you your very own cooperative crowdfunding system that includes personalized real-time dashboard, personalized sites, tools, and support. A one-time out-of-pocket donation gets you started and allows you to raise all the funds you want for any purpose and receive 50% from all the funds donated by the people you invite. And here's the best part. You immediately receive 50% of every donation in your one-of-a-kind 2x2 Follow Me matrix forever. Because there's no middleman and no waiting. To get the most out of 50/50 and keep receiving from now until forever, it's just 3 simple doable steps to massive success. Step 1. Register and become an active donor. Step 2. Help 2 or more become active donors. And step 3. Help your 2 or more each get 2 or more active donors. That's it. Just 2 who get 2, and that completes your matrix. Then a wonderful thing happens. You're re-entered to receive again without additional effort or qualifications. And that happens because of the one and only Mobius loop, which is proprietary to 50/50. And what that does, that always ensures that you remain with your team. You follow your inviter, and your team follows you. Here's another important point. 100% of every donation is immediately assigned, and 50% always goes to you in your 2x2 matrix. And here's something really exciting. We always have a position for the next person you want to help, because as soon as 6 positions are filled, another one automatically opens up for you to receive 6 more donations. To help you reach your goals faster, there are 5 rewarding receiving levels for you to receive donations. When you donate $250, you'll receive 6 donations of $125 for a total of $750. When you donate $500, you'll receive 6 donations of $250 and receive $1,500 each time you cycle. And when you donate $1,000, you'll receive 6 donations of $500 and receive $3,000 each time you cycle. When you donate $2,000, you receive 6 donations of $1,000 and receive a total of $6,000. And the best part is, when you donate $4,000, you receive 6 donations of $2,000 and receive a total of $12,000 in donations for that level. And remember, you immediately receive 50% of every donation over and over again forever. And the best part is, you can receive donations simultaneously from all levels every minute of every day. And if you cycle just once a month on each level, you receive $23,250 every month. So join 50/50 crowdfunding and start receiving funds right now. So click the link for the person who invited you, and let's get busy with it.
I'd like you to...
Awesome. Let's get busy with it. I love that. I'm going to bring in Edward Giles from Alabama. If you are in the house, Edward, I'm going to unmute you right now if I can do that. It looks like it's not letting me. Let me see. I might have lost control of the host. Let me just try one more thing, because I brought you up. Edward, can you unmute yourself, brother? There we go. I got you.
Well, yeah,
Edward, are you there?
can you hear me?
I can hear you, Ed.
Roll Tide, baby.
Oh, I knew that was coming.
Well, hey, where you want to start with this? I mean, I just got through listening to David Rosen. I'm just saying, man, I'm just so excited. Did you hear all that stuff he was talking about? All the possibilities and how we have to look at this thing? It's just, man, it makes it so plain, so simple. Here we get a chance from peer to peer. That means person to person. Share. Hey, first of all, give, share, and receive.
That's it.
And every dime goes to us.
That's right.
Then a plus, and then you say, well, okay, why people complain to the two platforms? One, put the fee $29, $30. Come on, guys, come on. Yeah. You got an opportunity of a lifetime to share, and more importantly, like you said, and I caught what he said. It wasn't so much about what I want. I've got to figure out these people who have dreams and needs. Their needs. And if I was to read off my notes here, man, you'd be crazy. The note says here, get in where you fit in.
Yeah.
This is unstoppable because of the force, because we get to give, share, and receive. And money is not about the money as much as about the need, not the greed, the money. The money is to help people with their needs. You got to find out what people's needs are, man. In all the levels, man, it's 8 levels. You get, no matter where you are in your life, there's a level that can help you get where you want to go. And I mean, man,
that right. You know, on that note there, Ed, I just want to share something. You know, there's so many shiny stones out there. And everyone's got a shiny stone, especially, if you tell them about a program that you like. If you tell them about 50-50, they're always going to try to show you a shiny stone. Let me tell you why people don't succeed in this industry. It's because they jump from shiny stone to shiny stone to shiny stone. Guys, build this. Commit to, hey, I'm not going to stop until I'm seeing donations coming in that are substantial, that are going to help me reach my dreams. There are other programs out there, but I love what David said, and he knows this industry. They have so many holes in them, they should be called Swiss cheese funding. That was hilarious. Yeah. So, Edward, tell us a little bit how you got started and what you experienced.
Well, first of all, I got started maybe about, I'm going to say, and be honest with you, I'll say almost about 6 weeks ago. I'll say a little bit over a month that I got started really in October myself. But the important thing is this. I got donations so fast that I cycled twice and didn't even know it. Wow. Family had to say whatever. But here's my point, though. I tried to help people and tell people about the program so that it messed around here, and it just blew up. And then I got sponsors of people that are helping me, like Kenny and Francis, them, and it just shows me. And the main thing is training and understanding the system, the program that is about donations and giving of yourself. And first of all, you have to give. That's what I base it on. I go and tell people about I've gave so that I can receive. If everybody can understand to give of yourself and not be dependent on yourself, but to help others, it makes this thing awesome. But I use it now in my community. I'm using it at my local church. I'm telling all my neighbors about it. I'm telling the people in my workplace about it. And everybody seems to be, don't get me wrong, got a lot of people that don't believe it because they don't believe because it's so amazing that it can happen, that we can just simply give to each other and help each other, and it works. So I'm just thankful.
That is awesome, brother. Let me see. Okay. I'm going to bring Edward, let me tell you something. I have so much respect for you. I know what you have done, and I'm going to tell you, you've got so much going for you. Your team is blessed because of you, and we're gonna just have a great time over the next year, 2 years, 10 years, 15 years.
2019 is going to be awesome.
I'm going to bring in Frances Williams if she is available. Frances, are you here? I'm going to let you close it up.
All right, Kenny, baby. Come on.
I'm here, you guys. Thank you so much, Ken. And there's my man, Brother Ed Giles. You are the bomb, Ed. We love you.
God bless you, too. God
bless you. Yes, I'm so glad that you came into our lives. You've blessed us in so many ways. As you know, we do a lot of work together now. So that's what I love about this. You can meet people that you had no idea existed in the world, and they can bring you together and just do so many wonderful things together. So we're very thankful that you're on our team and sharing with us every day. But Ken, oh my gosh, how about that call with David Rosen? I mean, if you weren't excited about this before tonight, you need to be excited about it now. Over 40,000 donations have been sent from peer-to-peer. Over $7 million has been donated in just, 9 weeks? We got involved on October 21st of this year when a good friend of ours called us and shared that 8-minute video. And we went to work right away. We went and shared it with a lot of our friends. As Kenny mentioned, we've sponsored over 60 people now into the group, and we're doing it because we want to help them. It's not for greed. It's not for our own personal gain. We just want to share with everyone we know how powerful this program is. It's Christmas time. Everyone needs some extra money.